gonna rest. Come here!
Oh my God!
Now we're close.
Oh please! I'm too young to die!
You should have thought about your youth when you made all these jokes. Don't you think?
That's just Photoshop!
Don't you see? Then, I'm gonna tell the story of our transformation. There is no need for me to remind you of the number of pranks you have pulled in your life. You know exactly how many times you manipulated nature with your technology race. You seriously affected the lives of many of us. The animals that lived in the jungle, in the sky, land, and water. We were transformed into whatever you pleased. You looked horrifying conducting all those experiments with the other monsters. And we, a small turtle and chameleon, were defenseless against you. When you started looking for more victims, we decided to hide and try to come up with a plan to avoid being discovered. We had to hide in the ways our bodies could, using the abilities we had as animals. It was a brilliant idea. But it didn't take long for you to find us and put us in separate cages. After that, we became something like attractions in the place. Children mistreated us, throwing paper balls at us and laughing at us. For you and your business, it was the best thing that could have ever happened. You made a lot of money at our expense. Even the monsters had allied with you. Flynn was about to transform us. So, we had an idea. We tried to stick together no matter what. We somehow managed to be in the same cage. And in the embrace we shared, Flynn couldn't contain his excitement. So, he decided not to do the experiment. He first tried to turn off the laser beam so that no one would be hurt or transformed. He found the stop button and managed to do it. But there was an error in the machine that activated it again. Flynn didn't know what to do. The beam had fired. That's when it happened. Our bodies had merged into one piece, and our essence had been completely touched by evil. First, we took revenge on Flynn, showing him that we were more powerful than anyone, and that not even Banban himself could defeat us. That's when we went looking for you, and when we found you, we stole all your money. Your reaction was surprising. You couldn't believe what you were seeing. Even so, you decided to confront our power, but this time, you couldn't defeat us. You managed to escape. Fine, but now, should we eat him?
What?
Of course we should. He's our victim now.
What the? No! Let me go!
Too late.
Please, I'm begging you! Think about my mommy! Please!
Hey, I guess I have an idea. I know. Don't eat him. Okay.
Oh, come on! I guess I deserve this!
Now who is laughing?
But why is he coming for us?
You won't get away so easily! Goodbye!
I'm running as fast as I can!
Harry! Over there!
Please don't eat us! We are safe now! Ouchie, that was close! We did it!
What did you
I'm right
say?
here! You seriously thought you got away? Huh?
Nothing! It was her!
What the heck, player?
You're gonna pay for this!
I think he bought
Sure.
it!
No, he's coming for me! Come on!
Stop trying to escape from me!
I'm sorry. Are you okay? No!
And they're coming too!
Let me go! You ugly
Every action
monster.
has its consequences!
You're gonna have to get through me first! Do not mess with me!
Ouch! Ouch! That hurt! I want my money!
Wait, is he actually a monster or?
You got it all wrong. I'm just a kid like you guys. It all started when I was little human kiddo. I was pretty small and didn't have any strength. I couldn't even carry my own school bag. The other kids would make fun of me for that. They made me feel so weak. The old teacher would get mad at me for running late for class, even though he knew it wasn't my fault. My bag was too heavy for me and everyone would laugh about it. When it was time for sport class, I would get really nervous. The social anxiety was killing me. So I did it. I finally kicked the ball, but it didn't even reach its point. I was so ashamed of myself. The girls would laugh and throw things at me. But then I saw him. It was the most skilled kid I've ever seen. He had mad tricks with the ball. I got close and asked him how he did it. I was so impressed by his talent. He told me his secret. The secret ingredient to become strong was eating healthy and constant exercising. So I took the notes and we became very good pals. That's when Banban appeared. He hit the strongest kid in the class and acted like nothing happened. He proposed to go to his class and told me that he would make me even stronger. He had a macabre plan for me. At first I rejected him, but then he convinced me. Well, I had nothing to lose, so I accepted his offer. He took advantage of my weakness. As soon as I got to his school, he tied me up, used a very painful laser on me that made me look like a giant gorilla. He was astonished by his own creation. I couldn't believe my eyes what he had done to me, but I felt so much strength inside me. He put me on a cage because I was too dangerous for everyone. His whole plan was to use me as his zoo animal just so he could make some cash out of it. But it wasn't just me. There were other captive animals. Each one of them fell for Banban's trap. The kids were so mean at us. They would throw anything they could find. Banban was pure evil. Remember the strong, talented kid I told you about? He was turned into Jumbo Josh. The craziest bullies would pay Banban to let them throw rocks at me. It was pretty painful. Everyone was there just to make fun of us. I was just escaping from him, not chasing you guys.
Sorry to hear that.
We weren't aware.
Please forgive us.
It's fine, guys. You didn't. You besides, you look scary. Guys, what
You're
going back to your cage?
We're gonna do something.
Goodbye.
No, you're not hurting my friends. Take this. And you. That was
No!
Throw me my cage.
I don't wanna see.
It's gonna be so fun.
Oh, we forgot the guns.
Good job.
Where do you think you're going? Let my friend go. What's your deal?
You really think you're gonna get him back?
No! He's deactivated the guns.
You guys are going to
Please, sir. We didn't mean to.
What?
Leave them alone!
Jeez! They all escaped!
I've got an idea! Follow me!
You guys are safe now. Are they gone?
What on earth did just happen? Can you stop that?
Guys, did you know this place?
Oh, new visitors.
Oh, great! He's gone!
Oh, that scared us.
Hey! Please, come on!
What? Wait!
Hey, oh, it's dinner time!
Happy
Yummy! Now it's time for my dessert!
We need to run!
You're not gonna run!
Come on, faster! I won't be able to control this for a long time! Take this!
Come on, what a sweet thing!
Oh no! Let's go!
I can't do this anymore! Easy!
Don't look behind you, stay focused! Jesus!
Oh no! We are dead!
We need to confront this!
Hey, don't worry, guys. I'm not gonna hurt you. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm gonna tell you my story. Look, When I was a kid, people used to laugh at me because of my skin and its true colors. They really don't understand the disease of my skin. It was really humiliating and sad for me. All the kids laughed and laughed, and the only diss I could was cried. The way I looked had to change no matter what, but my stylish classmate didn't see anything attractive in me, so they laughed and laughed at me. At one point I found a flower that needed to be revived, so I decided to do something about it and put it in the ground to bring it back to life. It was amazing. The flower miraculously came back to life. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Even another flower seemed to know about it and was happy with us. But unfortunately, things don't always go as one wishes, because just when I had relaxed, a couple of bullies appeared in front of me and spoiled the joyful moment by snuffing out any possible life. But I wasn't going to allow it, so I confronted them. But it was a grave mistake, because they beat me until I was left lying on the ground, injured to the core. The green space had been defeated, all because of those bullies. I couldn't believe what had happened. At that moment, a bicolor flower had appeared among the bushes, held by a strange red-colored being who invited me to their workspace. And I loved the idea, so I decided to accept. Even though they appeared to be a peculiar monster, his speech convinced me when he saw that the flower was a reflection of myself. So he persuaded me, and I got involved in their project no matter the cost. And I believe that cost me my life, because when I saw a poster depicting what they had planned for me, doubts started to creep in. There were many machines around me, and when I entered one of them, the tragedy began. Banban extracted my DNA, initiating the transformation of my identity. And in an instant, I was transformed into what I am now. A double-colored monster with such a perfect form that it's frightening. I became completely enraged, but I was imprisoned, deprived of any freedom. I became a slave to the nursery, the children, and the monsters in that place. Everyone laughed and mocked me. I was so lonely that for a moment, I thought the flowers were speaking to me and were going to destroy me. But I wasn't hallucinating. One of them could recognize my spirit and solemnity. She was so delightful. I felt like we had known each other for a long time. Suddenly, I heard some noises, so I decided to protect her and hide her. I needed to save her, and she understood what I wanted to do. When you arrived, you passed over her and stepped on her. You killed her. You killed her.
I'm sorry.
There's no time for regret.
Just killed us. No need to.
He's looking at us. We didn't hear.
Yeah, we killed her. Sorry.
Oh, you're gonna pay for this.
Ouch.
Oh no! Huh? She's alive! Look who's with us!
Huh?
Friend, I'm
Oh, what a miracle! Come here, little
You
darling.
almost killed the bear. That was close, right?
What happened?
Oh, there's no problem. We are fine.
Great.
We are leaving. Bye.
Wait!
Oh, come back.
Hey! You ate our family, and we really want them back! Could you please?
Please, we are begging you.
Okay, I'll do it.
What just happened?
You are just in time.
What?
Please, somebody, help me get out of here.
Oh, poor Jumbo! Why are you trapped in here?
Ew, thank God you came. It all began when Banban lost his mind. He started chasing me for no apparent reason. Seemingly possessed by some demonic entity, I quickly got away and found a place to hide. I was almost caught that time, but he couldn't actually see properly. I was pretty sure he had left the room, But then all of a sudden, he bumped into me and violently threw away the table. So I stole myself and ran as quickly as I could. I rapidly found a room and locked the door. But you won't believe what I found. It was giant stingers. At first I thought he was gonna hurt me, but he was actually a good pal. He offered himself to protect me. I asked what he was doing in there. He was warning me about the kangaroo, a much more terrifying monster than Banban. All of a sudden I see Kangaroo using his magic wand against stingers. The dude quickly fell unconscious into the ground. I was shocked and didn't know what to do. It was clear that I was his next prey. He went for the hunt, but Banban was right next to me. I was cornered by both. That's when I turned myself in. His magic wand made my body much smaller than it was before. That's when I knew it was all over. They were planning the sickest plan to ever exist. I could see it in their eyes. So yeah, that's what happened.
But I got an idea! Let's try this! Come on, open! It's stuck. Jesus!
What do you think you're doing, buddy?
How did they find me?
I perceive fresh meat. Get over here.
Oh my god!
I promise it won't hurt.
Now what? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Watch out, you dummy!
We're going
Thanks,
for a ride!
Birdie! You saved me!
You two do not deserve a nice ending.
Everything will die.